Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Ironclad Marketing Minute. My name is Ben Riccardi with Ironclad Restoration Marketing, and we help restoration business owners get more sales just by getting their internet marketing right. Your Google business profile, the channel on Google, formerly known or previously known as Google My Business, Google Places, Google Plus, all the different names that it's had. Right now, Google's calling it Google Business Profile. But did you know it is one of the most powerful tools that you can use for your restoration business to maximize your online visibility, specifically in the map section, and help you get more leads from the internet? My favorite part about the Google Business Profile is that it is free. So there are no excuses if you're willing to put in a sweat equity to leverage your Google Business Profile to help you get more visibility in the map section, which we know in the restoration industry is a huge source of these phone calls that are driven in to your company. Now, the sensible part of that will say when there is a catastrophic event like a hurricane, most people don't have access to their desktop computers because they don't have power. What they do have access to is their cell phones, and the map section, which is tied to your Google Business Profile, is one of the first sections you'll see when you do a search on Google. Now, how do you properly leverage a Google Business Profile to get those leads? Well, it is simple and complicated, and it really depends on the amount of work that you're willing to put into it, because whatever you put into that Google Business Profile will pay dividends in the long term. It's much like growing a garden. So, number one, you have to have a verified, claimed Google Business Profile. Now, this is an area of contention in the world right now because it's not so easy to do anymore. In an attempt to fight spam and fake companies, Google has really tightened the constraints on verification processes for your Google Business Profile. And really, you should be embracing things like that as a restoration business owner because it helps mitigate all of the other BS companies that are out there that are taking your share of the leads that are coming from the internet. So, verify and claim your Google Business Profile. We have a step-by-step guide on how to do that on our website at ironcladrestorationmarketing.com. It is a little bit intensive, but it is the only way to do it. Now, they're making you do a live video verification with a Google representative. You have to show off your vehicles. You have to show that you're even opening up your door of your office and that you are a legitimate business. So there's a lot of ins and outs with it, but I promise you it'll be worth it in the long run. So let's say you have one that's verified and claimed already. Now it's time to properly optimize it. So the first thing you got to make sure is that the information on your Google Business Profile matches all of the other information for your business out there. Number one, your name, address, and phone number has to be consistent with your legitimate business name, address, and phone number, identical to whatever documentation you've provided Google, and be ready to do so when you're trying to verify it. Not only that, but your name, address, and phone number is very important for people that are running SEO or a strategic search engine optimization program with an agency. They need that name, address, and phone number to match all across all the channels while they're building backlinks to ultimately get you more visibility online. So make sure your name, your address, and phone number are listed properly. Now, you are a service-based business, meaning you typically probably have a whole territory. Well, Google has helped you out with that with a few algorithm updates and changes to Google Business Profile, specifically last year and a year before, where you can select your business as a service area business and set a service area based off all of the zip codes, territories, and cities that you serve for your services. So make sure that you properly have your correct service area listed on your Google Business Profile. Next, you got to make sure that your categories and your services are listed accurately to what you want to rank for online. So pick a main category and then pick all the subcategories. Pick as many as you want to get. But in most cases, you are going to want to select water damage restoration as your main category because really that's the toughest one with the most competition. So we like to set that as your main category, and that is what will be displayed on your Google Business Profile. Next, you need to make sure that you have your proper open hours. If you're 24/7 emergency service, show that off. Write a really nice company description about your company, and just make sure you go through every single line item in your Google Business Profile while you're creating this account or even revising one that you may have had in the past, because people used to just set these and forget them. But they're so powerful that you have to make sure that you're checking all of these boxes. So once you have a properly optimized Google Business Profile, it's time to add your photos, your logo, videos, pictures of your team, before and after shots, anything that you think would help resonate with your target client that would show and build trust for your company. These photos should be uploaded very regularly. Think about it kind of like Instagram or Facebook. If you're on showing these photos and you only put one picture up every 6 months, people are probably not going to tune in and pay attention too much. But with Google's AI, looking for generative content, putting up photos of water damage or fire damage or mold or services relative to what you want to rank for is huge, because Google is going to extrapolate those keywords from there and help their user base find you when they're searching for what you do. So make sure you're consistently adding updates, photos, videos of your services. And last but not least, in any amount, probably one of the most important things you can do for your business is get Google reviews. Every single job you do, every single customer you interact with, you should have some sort of process in your business to get them to leave you a review. Number one, reviews are huge for social proof. You can talk about how great your restoration business is till you're blue in the face, but when somebody else talks about you, it means a lot more. Number two, it is or isn't a little bit of a ranking factor. So Google does look at how responsive you are to these reviews to list your business as responsive or not. That is out of a latest algorithm update. Some of this information is speculative, but it's always good practice to respond to reviews. And I will say for reviews, don't ever not ask for a review because you're afraid to get a bad review. You're better off to have 500 great reviews and 5 or 10 bad reviews. It's just the reality of life. You're not going to be able to escape it. You're going to get a bad review at some point. Now, responding to those reviews is also as important as responding to the good reviews. So it shows off your customer service hat, that you actually care about the work you're doing, and it shows that you're trying to fix whatever problem it is that let this person leave you a bad Google review. So get those reviews, make sure you have an optimized Google business profile, post updates, photos, job descriptions constantly and consistently. And a ninja hack for those of you out there that are working with an SEO agency, have that Google business profile update and photos linked to something relative to your website. So if you have a blog on your website about water damage restoration and what to do if there's a flood in your city, you should be interconnecting your website with this Google business profile with internal links and external links to just create a very nice, seamless buyer's journey utilizing 2 of Google's channels or properties, meaning the organic section and your Google business profile. And you're going to be on your way to maximizing your online visibility. We'll talk to you guys next time.